No, you're wrong, Chair. There's a reason why. You have to allow me to interrogate the matter. You must allow me to interrogate the matter to its logical conclusion.
Let me explain.
Then you can make a ruling.
And when you get out of the rail...
I am not. There's a relationship between the corruption that is happening with the Adani deal and what Mr. Jayesh is doing.
Because
so, Mr. Chair,
Senator,
don't get keep for him. Please don't.
No.
Point of order,
don't get keep for him. You are going the wrong way, Chair.
Senator Onyonka, just 1 minute, please.
Yes.
Sure. It is quite possible that there is somewhere that Onyonka...
There is a nexus. I'm trying to create the nexus. Allow me to make my case.
Senator Onyonka, allow him. Just let me explain something, Chair. It is possible that there is somewhere that Senator Onyonka is driving at.
That is where I'm going.
Team Cyprian, as you can see, I'm super excited. Vile nilikuwa nimewaelezea hapo mwanzo, tunaendelea kufuatilia hii mambo ya JKIA very keenly. And now there is this shocking news from Senator Onyonka ambapo amesema akona proof, he can prove kwamba Murkomen receive bribe from mtu ambaye ni agent wa Adan wakati alikuwa Dubai. So that means ile time yenye Murkomen alikuwa Dubai amepatikana na pesa, bwana walikuwa wamepewa hongo ili wachukue Adan ndio wakuje kuchukua airport na history ya Shiv. So you all know walikuwa wamesema NHF itachange to Shiv. So pia the owner of Shiv ni Adani group, hao ndio wenye Adani. The person mwenye amekuwa in question ni agent wa Adan. So no wonder wakati Murkomen alikuwa anajigamba ati amenua sijui saa ya 900,000 sijui ni mshipi sijui hata sitakangi kukumbuka hiyo kitu, kumbe ilikuwa ni pesa ameongwa ili atuuze sisi Kenya. And then there is this question Honorable Onyonka ameuliza vizuri sana the minister. Have you ever seen any country in worldwide gives civil all military aviation responsibility to a private company? That's a very nice question. Have you ever seen anywhere whereby civil all military responsibility inapeanwa kwa private company? Tangulini. And also these people, they know the military uses the radar at JKIA. Alafu wanataka kupeana airport manze. Yani tunabebo tu ufala na tuoni. I don't know guys, mimi nasikia ni kama mwili inachemuka. Yani nasikia ni kama akili yangu haifanyi kazi. Because these people wametukalia, yani wamefika mpaka mahali wamefanya Kenya ni kama soko yao. Yani Kenya imekuwa choo. Unaingia unatoka vile unataka. Hata choo si mtu anapisha jamani. Hata choo mtu anapisha asikie kama kuna mtu mwingine ndani. But here akina Murkomen wamefanya hii country kama ni yao. Guys, honestly speaking, yani watu walipeleka wapi ile huruma ya kuhurumia wa Kenya like these people they are suffering? Watu wasi hata kama ni kidogo tu tupumue. Yani Onyonka akona proof, akona evidence ya kuonyesha kwamba alipewa pesa guys. Hii si eti kuwekelewa venye tuko tumesema it's alleged. It's no longer alleged. Alipewa hongo akiwa Dubai. Na hapo Dubai ndio ilikuwa meeting point. Hapo ndio waliweza wakafika hapo wakapeana hizo pesa zao ili wauze Kenya. Atukubali guys. Umesikia pia watatake over Kengen. The Adan group is going to take over Kengen. Ndio nimewaambia guys, there is someone behind everything. Whether you like it or not. Kuna mtu ako behind this. Na there is somebody mwenye anataka anunue Kenya mzima. Tubaki kama sisi ni slaves in our own country. Whereby we will no longer have any freedom. Sijui ni kama wanataka tukue kama Uganda wakuje kuemploy watoto wao ndio wasimamie military venye wanataka. Unajua mtu akishanunua hii country yote, tutabaki kama maskini wenye tujielewi. Tutakuwa tukilia left right center na hakuna kitu tutafanya because someone is controlling all of us. Sisi tutakuwa tumeumia. Na tuko hapa nje tu tumengedha, mkiona vijana wakiandamana mko hapo tu mnasema vijana rudini nyumbani mtauliwa. You people, can you leave people alone? Can you leave us alone wenye wanataka kuandamana waandamane? Because sisi wenye tujiwezi ama wenye tunajua how it pains, sisi ndio tunaelewa mahali inatufinya. Si nyinyi. Nyinyi hamjui, nyinyi mapwenyenya mko na pesa. Some of us we don't have anything. We depend on a small salary yenye hata hizi kafanya tulishe familia zetu. So we have to shout. Lazima to shout, and that's why I'm shouting here. Nikisema kwamba let's ensure these corrupt leaders wameenda nyumbani. Period. Anyway guys, let's listen what Onyonka has to say about Murkomen and how they grilled the minister. Thank you guys. Let's watch.
Good. And what we are saying is that we have information that we are going to table here, and I will tell you, my CS, some of these things are shocking, completely shocking. I would like to ask you, you can answer or you can keep the information and answer me before. Chair, I will start with asking the CS. Do you know somebody called Jayesh Saini?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. How do you know him?
I think he's in the health industry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would I be wrong if I said that Mr. Jayesh Saini is the one who has actually been given the transaction of managing our SHIF, which is the new development out of NHIF, because he's the owner of Nairobi West Hospital, and he is the one who is actually been given the complete system of the financial management of the SHIF system.
Point of order. I would want, Senator, we restrict ourselves to the mandate.
Chair, I think you're wrong.
No,
you're wrong, Chair. There's a reason why. You have to allow me to interrogate the matter. You must allow me to interrogate the matter to its logical conclusion.
Let me explain.
Then you can make a ruling.
And when you get out of the rail...
I am not. There is a relationship between the corruption that is happening with the Adani deal and what Mr. Jayesh is doing.
Because
so, Mr. Chair,
Senator,
don't get keep for him. Please don't.
No.
Point of order,
don't get keep for him. You are going the wrong way, Chair.
Senator Onyonka, just 1 minute, please.
Yes.
Sure. It is quite possible that there is somewhere that Onyonka...
There is a nexus. I'm trying to create the nexus. Allow me to make my case.
Senator Onyonka, allow him. Just let me explain something, Chair. It is possible that there is somewhere that Senator Onyonka is driving at.
That is where I'm going.
Just
allow me to go where I'm going.
Senator Onyonka, you're out of order.
Yes, he is not listening. And I'm trying to...
As your SG, I am telling you now you're out of order.
No, Chair, can you protect Senator Onyonka? Because if now Senator Sifuna invokes the power of being an SG, he might chicken out from pursuing a
I am on the mic to just guide the chair.
Yes.
I was saying it is possible there is somewhere in terms of nexus, you allow him to, and I don't want to use his aviation analogy. Let him land the point. Let's see where he's going with it. Just give him a little bit.
I was afraid of getting out of context and losing Kenyans, because the issue you're dealing with is the issue of the airport, JKIA. So I thought he has lost his
Chair, I am giving you
by talking about health.
There is a nexus. No.
I was just trying to bring him to
allow me to set it up.
Okay, now ask your question.
The question I'm asking, I asked him, does he know Jayesh Saini? He said yes. Allow me to interrogate him.
Okay. Continue, you have
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
CS. Would I be wrong to say that Mr. Saini is the agent of Adani in Kenya? The answer is yes or no. It's up to you.
I'm not aware.
You're not aware. Are you also aware that meetings that took place in Dubai where this deal was being discussed, Mr. Jayesh Saini was sitting in that meeting with individuals from the Kenyan government, and I will state here that the person who met Mr. Jayesh Saini in Dubai was Honorable Murkomen when he was a minister in the position you are in.
I am not aware.
Without having evidence that I can prove, but I think it's important that I make the statement that in that meeting that money exchanged hands, and Chair, later on I believe as we continue, these details should be presented to this House. Mr. Ogoy, you have been in civil aviation for how long? Through you, Chair.
For 19 years.
Thank you. When you were negotiating with Adani, you understand how the Kenyan civil aviation infrastructure is set up vis-a-vis the private, civil aspects of our aviation and the military aspect of aviation. Did you decide or even think of negotiating with Adani what they are going to do with our military presence? Because we use the radar at the airport is used by our military and also by civil aviation.
Honorable Chair, within the agreement, we have something called common services.
Wait, an agreement with who?
No. we've already shared with you the heads of terms.
Yes.
Heads of terms is a summary of negotiation items.
Yes.
Within that set of terms, there are certain common use services which have been identified. And even the fact that...
I want to help you. Have you ever seen any country in the world that gives its civil or military aviation responsibility to a private company to run?
You see, Adan, when any concessionaire who is coming to operate the airport will confine itself to the commercial side of the airspace.
Through you, Chair, how would they do it unless the military has bought its own radar?
I think if you are aware, the way the airport, the civil aviation is structured in the country, Kenya Civil Aviation Authority is in charge of the airspace management. And any airport operator must comply with the requirements of Kenya Civil Aviation Authority.
I said something about CSG. He's one of the few people, out of my interactions with cabinet secretaries, and you know I have a very low opinion of the cabinet, but he's one of the few who is usually very forthright. So, Honorable CS, you remember I owe you something. Congratulations. Please don't get derailed. I need you to be the same forthright person. If something is wrong, Honorable CS, the CS that I know, will say it is wrong. And it was not you. You are not there. Yeah. So throw people under the bus if you must, but you must retain.
Maybe Senator Onyonka is scaring him.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. So,
just on a point of order, allow me on that particular point, because Senator Onyonka has asked a very, very important question and has submitted findings of this parliament. The airport is governed under the Kenya Airports Act, which was established in 1991. And if you read that act clearly, it talks about the objective of that act, and it talks about the roles of the KAA. The PS, when asked the question whether Adan is going to be taking over the entire operation, said yes, or he answered to the affirmative. Now, does it mean that we are now going to use a PPP to amend an act of parliament? By giving away, and it is very, very clear. It actually says